Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
Waalaikumsalam
warahmatullahi
warahmatullahi
wabarakatuh.
wabarakatuh.
Okay, I would like to introduce myself before presenting our analyzing. We are from group 2, and there are 4 members here. The first is Syafrida Kusuma, and the second is Lailatul Aulia, and the third is Laili Sintiya Aprilia, and the last is me myself, Bachtiar Chamsyah. Okay, so here the first text is going to be explained by my friends Syafrida Kusuma and Laili Sintiya Aprilia. So for my friend Syafrida Kusuma and Laili Sintiya, time is yours.
Okay, Bachtiar. So this text narrative are a popular genre for students and teachers as it provides the writer with an opportunity to share their imagination, creativity, skill, and understanding of nearly all elements of writing. On the occasion, we refer to a narrative as creative writing or story writing. The purpose of a narrative is simple: to tell the audience a story. It can be written to motivate, educate, or most commonly entertain. Narrative can be both fact or fiction. Okay, Laili, thanks, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Narrative texts have a generic structure. There is orientation. Orientation is set the scan by introducing your character, setting, and time of the story. Establish your who, when, and where in this part. Okay, next. Complication and event. In this section, activities and events involving your main character are expanded upon. These events are written a cohesive and fluent sequence. This is for example of complication and event. Okay, next. Resolution or ending. This is complication is resolved in this section. And the example, the next day, until come down and try it yourself. Okay, next, Syafrida.
Okay, Laili Sintiya, are you done?
Done, but Syafrida,
Okay, I'm so
okay,
sorry.
next is fine.
Okay, okay, you can continue.
Okay, general features is past tense. For the example, life and adverb. Example, once upon a time and one day. And time conjunction. For the example, when, then, and suddenly. Specific character. The character of the story is specific, not general. For example, Cinderella. Action verb. A verb that shows an action. For example, dance and run. Direct speech. It is to make the story lively. For example, good, said the fox. The direct speech use present tense. Okay, done, Bachtiar.
Okay, thank you so much for your explanation, my friends, Laili, Sintiya, and Syafrida. You. Let's go to the following text. And the second text is going to be explained by me, myself, and my friends, Lailatul Umroh. For the first, it's going to be explained by me, myself. Okay, let's go. Okay, the title of the text is the bear and the two friends. And the genre of this text is a fable and fantasy. And the type, of course, the type of the text is a narrative text. And the meaning of narrative text to tell the audience a story. It can be written to motivate, educate, or most commonly entertain. Narrative can be both fact or fiction. And these are the generic structure. There are three generic structures here. The first is orientation and complication and events, and the third is resolution. Um, they have been explained by my friends, Laili, Sintiya. So I will only show you the part of the text that is show the orientation. Once two friends were walking through the forest. Um, they knew that anything dangerous can happen to them at any time in the forest. So they promised each other that they would remain united in case of danger. That is part of orientation. That is the opening. The orientation will contain about uh, what is that? Contain about the introduction of the character of the story. So next is suddenly they saw large bear approaching them. One of the friends at once climbed a nearby tree, blah blah blah, to pretending to be a dead man. It is part of complication and events, so it contains about the events that happen in a story, the complications, and the last is the resolution. That is the closing, the end of the story. The bear came near the man laying on the ground. It smelt his ears and slowly left the place because the bear did not touch him. The friend on the tree came down and asked his friend on the ground, "Friend, what did the bear tell you into your ears?" The other friend replied, "He advised me not to believe a false friend." That is the closing of the text. So next explanation will be explained by my friend Lailatul Umrah. Lailatul Umrah, time is yours.
Okay, thank you for Bachtiar. Okay, next we will discuss about generic factors in the narrative text. The first is using action verb in simple past tense. For the example is knew, promise, climbed, and asked. And the second is using adverb of time. For the example is once. And the third is using time conjunction. For the example is then, suddenly. And the fourth is specific character. And the example is the bear. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for the explanation, my friends, Lailatul Umrah. Okay, these are the results of our discussion or our analyzing about the text that is given from our lecture. So I hope you can understand what we explained and you can get the point. So thank you so much for your attention. And last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
Waalaikumsalam
warahmatullahi
warahmatullahi
wabarakatuh.
wabarakatuh.